Hello, everyone. In the past few weeks, I've been seeing this particular phrase a lot in social media. Perhaps you have as well. That in the end, nothing really matters. In the end, nothing will matter. It's a phrase which I have actually thought about many times in the past few years, if you will, because it's akin to what the French philosopher Albert Camus, Camus, had to say about the meaning of life, the meaning of existence, or for Albert Camus, the lack thereof. Because for Albert Camus, there is really no intrinsic meaning. There's no intrinsic significance for existence, for life, for the universe. It's just man, it's just us, human beings, ascribing to the universe that, hey, there's a purpose for this life, there's a grand purpose for our existence, but according to Camus, there really is none. There's none. And so it's very similar to this particular phrase that in the end, nothing really matters. And I cannot and will not attempt to negate the truth, the veracity of this statement, because truth be told, no one among us really knows what will happen, what does happen in the end when we perish, physically at least, if you will. But I will dissect this phrase and I will share my reflections on this phrase from two perspectives, from two sides, if you will. The first perspective, the first side of looking at this phrase is a rather negative one, if you will. It's from the nihilist's point of view. That is, since in the end, nothing really matters. Therefore, I will live my life as recklessly as I want to. I will not plan out my life. I will not dream anymore, have ambitions, have goals, because nothing really matters in the end. I will not work hard and preserve my relationships. I will not work hard for my friendships, for my loved ones, because, hey, in the end, so what? The nihilist's point of view. But the other side, the other perspective of looking at it, and this is also what Albert Camus actually posits, proposes, amidst the, at least according to him, the lack of meaning in the universe, in existence, is, okay, so granted that there really is no meaning in the universe, in our existence, granted that, okay, in the end, none of this, our jobs, our careers, money, our savings, none of it will really matter in the end. Therefore, I will cherish and make the most of what and who I have now in the present moment. Granted that, in the end, none of it will really matter anyway, I will, by my own volition, create my own meaning in the present. I will leave my own mark in the present. I will still dream, I will still work hard, I will preserve my friendships, my relationships, even though, in spite of the fact that in the end, nothing will really matter anyway. If this is a roller coaster ride, and in the end I will not remember the ride anyway, then you can either spend the roller coaster ride sulking, being sad and depressed, or you can spend the roller coaster ride as happily as you can, savoring the moment. Savoring the moment because you know that that moment is not forever. For me, an awareness of the limitedness, the finitude of something, our possessions, our loved ones, ourselves, makes that thing, that person, more valuable. Because you know that someday, everything will be gone. This awareness of finality actually, for me, gives greater value to what we have, who we are in the present. Because sometimes, the supposition that something is eternal, that it will last forever, can actually, at least for us humans, cause us to take these things for granted, and ergo, they can lose their value, at least from our perspective. So granted that, if in the end nothing will really matter, everything will be erased, we won't remember the ride, we won't remember anything, our loved ones, it's really up to you. It's up to us. You can sulk about it. You can make your life as sucky as possible, or you can enjoy the present ride, the present moment. And you can spend whatever flicker, whatever fleeting moment you have now, working, building relationships, enjoying, and even, dare I say, striving for happiness. However you define happiness for yourself. And this actually reminds me of Albert Camus' famous saying that because for him, there really is no intrinsic purpose for existence and for life itself. But granted, we have to enjoy and savor what we have now. And really, what we have now is the present. And he shares this analogy of Sisyphus. Sisyphus is a character in Greek mythology. He was once a proud king who was punished by the Greek gods, and the punishment is Sisyphus has to push this huge boulder across a steep and long hill. And when he already reaches the top of the hill, the boulder will automatically fall down back again to the bottom of the hill. And Sisyphus has to go back down again to the bottom of the hill and push the boulder up again. Never-ending cycle. Torture. At least from our perspective, it's torture. It's never-ending. It's cyclical. However, Camus suggests that amidst the lack of meaning of existence of the universe, we have to imagine that Sisyphus is smiling is enjoying this torture, this arduous task. He calls it rebelling against the meaninglessness of existence. We have to create, to put our own meaning into an otherwise meaningless universe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in our next video. Take care, everyone.